Welcome to Pre-Snap Podcast, presented by LineStar app. Here's your host, Casey Bubba and Scott Bogman.
And welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Pre-Snap Podcast, brought to you by the wonderful people at LineStar Sports. Make sure you check them out on Twitter at LineStar app and at LineStar NFL. And make sure you download the app in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Everything you need in the palm of your hands to win in your DFS lineup. So you also become a premium member. You get access to so many cool tools. You get the articles for all the sports emailed to you. Nice and neat. It's pretty nice stuff there. So I highly recommend checking them out. You can find myself on Twitter at BDentric and my co-host, as always, on Twitter at Bogman Sports. Scott Bogman. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm ready to get to another week of football. So obviously been watching the World Series, and that has been fun. Tied 1-1 as we're recording this. I did look, and because Houston plays SMU on Saturday night, I can get seats on the 50, and the SMU 7-0, Texas or Houston is 6-1 on the 50, 2 rows up. Just take a crack at how much I can get those for.
$15.
$50.
Oh, I was going real cheap. That's worth it. That's
you
awesome.
went a little too low, but I was like, why are they so cheap? And I remembered Game 4 is Saturday night, so the entire city of Houston is going to be watching the Astros in the World Series. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do it because I want to watch the World Series, but it's
but it's not a clincher. It's not a clincher. You could potentially see SMU go 8-0 and make an argument for a certain bid.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think Cincinnati's going to get them, but yeah, I mean, I could. So we'll see. I don't think I'm going to do it. I've also heard UH is in a sketchy neighborhood, but
it is because when I went to Houston to watch Wisconsin LSU to open the season, we stayed in Rice's neighborhood.
Yeah,
let's just put it that way. That's where we stayed.
A little sketchy. Yep. So
we didn't head to the other neighborhood, but right. So good luck with that. I hope you get to go. That'll be cool. Yeah,
we'll see. I might. I mean, I could go if I wanted. I think I kind of want to watch the World Series, but football's fun, and I'm ready for another week of it. Let's roll.
Week 8, folks. Remember, if you wanted to recap Week 7, you can go check out that podcast. But we were here for the Week 8 picks and bets preview. If you guys download Friday's show, you'll get the DFS main slate preview. And secret here, you'll get a special third show starting out this week and each and every week, where it's like a small 10, 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, depending on the game, showdown preview for Thursday Night Showdown. So come and check out all that good stuff over on LineStar and the Pre-Snap Podcast. All right, Week 8. Let's kick things off. Bogman, we'll recap Week 7. Bogman went 5-8 against the spread, 7-6 over-unders. I went 8-5 against the spread and 7-6 over-unders. So we keep chugging along in a fun-filled NFL season. Thursday Night Football.
It was the separator. We were different on a lot of them, and you got most of them. So
it happens. It happens to the best of them, Bogman. But long ways to go, so I can't get cocky. Long ways to go. Week 8, kicking things off. Thursday Night Football, and this stinks. It just absolutely stinks. Green Bay at Arizona. Devontae Adams on the COVID list. Alan Lazard, COVID list. There's injuries galore. J.J. Watt out for the season. Arizona, -6.5 at home, trying to stay undefeated. Over under 50.5. This had the makings of a phenomenal postseason preview. Now I'm confused, Boggs. What are you thinking on this one?
It turned into a regular Thursday Night Football game, right?
Is this the Jaguars Titans all over again?
Yeah, next week we get the Jets and the Colts. So, So this one, and that's Jets and Colts without Zach Wilson, by the way.
Possibly with Joe Flacco by then.
Oh God, please no. But this is a fun game. It still should be a fun game even without Devontae and Al Lazard. It looks like MVS could be ready to rock in this game. That would be exciting. I'm excited to see Equanimeous St. Brown play a little bit for the Packers, if possible. Maybe Amari Rodgers gets a little more run as well. But I think at the end of the day, this is going to be a Cardinals win. They're at home, and I know Green Bay travels well, and there's a lot of Packers fans that live in Arizona. As a Arizona transplant myself, and then I'm back where I came from, essentially here. But I lived in Arizona for a long time, and there are a lot of transplants from Wisconsin, from Chicago. Everyone who lived up north and decided those winters are way too rough for me, I'd rather deal with the rough summers, have migrated their way to Arizona. So it's going to be, yeah, the Cardinals are good, so it'll probably be a 70-30 crowd, but there's going to be a lot of Packers fans there. I think due to the injuries for Green Bay, I am going to take Arizona. The Cardinals also get Chandler Jones back as they lose J.J. Watt, so it kind of turns out to be even over the last couple weeks for them. It still is the hardest test for the Cardinals this season, but I think they can get it done at home. I'm going to take the Cardinals. Over-under is tricky, and the public betting is like right at 50%, so it's kind of dead even. I'm going to take the under because of all of the injuries that the Packers are dealing with on offense. So give me the Cards and give me the under.
Bogman, going into this Thursday, the Packers are Aaron Rodgers and the Packers have played 6 games without Devontae Adams. Do you know what the record is?
I think I know Rodgers' stats are good without him, but I don't know what their record is. Is it 4-2?
6-0.
Oh, wow.
6-0. Yeah, I was shocked. I heard that out of Aaron Rodgers' mouth, actually, on the Pat McAfee show. So they've done very well. He says, I don't know how they did it. He said, we're better with him, obviously, but the guys rally. And we've seen that from time to time. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. Can the young guys produce? Rodgers can make anybody better. We know this.
By the way, both these teams are 6-1 against the spread this year.
Yeah, Green Bay covers.
Something's going to break.
Covers. I'm going Green Bay. I think Rodgers is good enough. We'll see Aaron Jones do his thing. You can move the ball in Arizona. We've seen this. Like, they're a good team, but you can move the ball. I think giving Rodgers nearly a touchdown's too much. So I'm going Arizona or Green Bay to cover in this one. And for that reason, I'm going to take the over. I think this has the feels of like a 34-30 type game, where it's like there's still going to be offense going to be had. If MVS comes back, that's going to be tremendous. He hasn't practiced in a while with them, so who knows? But Green Bay, give me the over. Give me some fun Thursday. Let's make this game hopefully something that we hoped it would be. Pittsburgh
make Thursday Night Football great again? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I'm not going to say anything else, but you almost got me. Pittsburgh at Cleveland. Yeah, this is a game I know you're looking forward to a lot. Pittsburgh coming off a bye. You got Cleveland. Nick Chubb may be back and ready to roll this Sunday. Cleveland -3.5. Over under 42.5. Bogman, does Pittsburgh come back from the bye and dominate Cleveland?
I don't know that they're going to dominate Cleveland, but I do think that they can at least beat this spread here. And Cleveland is beat up, man. I mean, Baker is a maybe to play. Nick Chubb is coming back, but is he going to be 100%? I don't know. Jarvis is banged up still. He played last week, but didn't look great. Odell Beckham is dealing with a shoulder thing as well. He's probably going to need surgery before the season is over or at the end of the season. I mean, I do think the Browns are still going to make the playoffs and the Steelers probably won't, but Steelers are pissed off and they're ready. They got a bye week. And I know Cleveland got extended, time too, because they played on Thursday night, right? So they had a couple more practices, but they weren't practicing with Baker. They were practicing with Case. So I'm going to think Case Keenum starts this game, and I think this is a game that the Steelers stay in on defense. So give me Pittsburgh, and just because of the wide receivers and potentially backup quarterback, I'm going to take the under here as well.
Now, you're much more in tune with things than I am, but I thought I saw on Wednesday that Baker is taking all first-team snaps.
I mean, he could have been, and they said that it's a possibility for him to play. Like, that's what I saw today, it was possible that he would play. But I mean, the Steelers aren't great against the spread. They're 2-4, but they're also 1-4-1 playing to the over. So most of the Steelers games go under. Cleveland is 4-3 against the spread, and then on over-unders, they're also 4-3. So they're kind of, both. Cleveland is middling, but they have guys hurt. Pittsburgh is bad, but they're decently healthy.
And I just asked those questions to have a debate here, but I'm with you, actually. I want Pittsburgh on the under. I'm not saying Pittsburgh wins this game, but they can keep it within a field goal. I'm pretty confident of that. I think it's a tough-fought AFC North game, and I'll take the under as well. I think both teams want to run the football. They want to drain some clock, and I think some dumb turnovers will happen to keep the ball out of the end zone. So Pittsburgh under. Carolina at Atlanta, two bad football teams. This could be we talk about it every week. Could be a lot of offense. Could be a lot of just ugliness. Atlanta -3 over under 46, Bogman.
Okay. Well, I do not like the Falcons. And I know that has, if you've heard me talk about them, what I just really don't like is a team with a bad offensive line and no pass rush. Like that's, growing up a Steelers fan, that's the staple of the Steelers is you have a good O-line and you have a really good pass rush. And they have one of those right now. O-line is terrible in Pittsburgh. But Carolina is messy, dude. They're bad. Matt Rule benched Sam Darnold last week. Threw some confidence, I guess, behind him, saying he's going to start this week. But, PJ Walker is one sack fumble away from getting in there. So I have just no trust in Carolina. I think their defense matches up real well with Atlanta. Not in the secondary, obviously. Calvin Ridley and Pitts are going to be tough for anybody to stop. But on the line for Atlanta has been their weakness this year. And you have Brian Burns and Hassan Reddick chasing after that QB. Derek Brown got a sack the other day too. Like this defensive line can go ham on this Atlanta offensive line. So for that reason, I feel most confident in the under here. And I think I'm just going to take the Dirty Birds at home, Atlanta in the under.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'm going Atlanta as well at home. I think their offense is good enough where there's been issues in the Carolina offense of late. I'm going to go Atlanta, but I'm going to take the over. I think both these teams are just going to move the ball. Like I know Carolina's defense is better, like you said, but I think Atlanta can still score on them. And Carolina on paper should be able to move the ball all over Atlanta. Could this be Sam Darnold figuring things out again? Could Robbie Anderson finally do it? Who knows? But I'll take Atlanta, and I'll take the over in this one, as I think 46 is way too low for as bad as these two teams are. So give me Atlanta. Give me the over. Miami at Buffalo, the Who's Your Daddy Bowl. Buffalo -13.5, over under 49.5. This is a horrific football game.
I mean, I'm taking Buffalo in the over. Yeah. Buffalo coming off the rest too, and just been dominating people. Apologies to what the hell is your team doing with this quarterback situation? Like, I know Tua says that he doesn't feel not wanted, which, great double negative Tua. You went to Alabama. You should be better than that. But
I'm really surprised. Do you think he went to class at all?
I mean, he seems like a smart kid. I'm sure he did, but it's just weird phrasing from him. And it's probably, a question that shouldn't have caught him off guard, but maybe did. So, look, I really like Tua. And look, if you guys don't want him, I'll take him in Pittsburgh next year, because Ben's going to be gone. So I'd love to have him. But Buffalo has just been dominant. His defense is really, really good. They keep rotating the secondary in Miami too. I mean, what the hell are they doing there? Brian Flores is a good coach, but I'm losing faith in him by the game here. So I'm going to take Buffalo, and I'm going to take the over.
Yeah, you could have made it a lot quicker, Bogman.
Sorry, man. No, I was trying to rush too.
No, Flores, I love Brian Flores, but I don't know. I think he's in full panic mode now. Like, he's just doing things I never thought I'd see from him. So, yeah, give me Buffalo, give me the over. Buffalo's going to put up 40-plus points in this game. It's like Josh Allen owns. Like, you thought Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears. Josh Allen owns the Miami Dolphins. And after a bye week, not good. So, yeah, blowout city in Buffalo. San Francisco at the Chicago Bears, Niners -4, over under 39.5. Hey, Josh Fields said he thinks he's ready for a breakout game, Box.
Okay, well, I'm ready to be skinny. So I don't know if either of us are going to get our wish.
No.
Something has to break here. Chicago 3-4 against the spread. San Francisco 1-5. San Francisco's been bad against the spread. The San Francisco better. They're even on over-unders. They're 3-3, while Chicago is 1-6, playing to the over. So most of their games finish under. I'm going to take the Niners here. I'm going to take the under. This game could go over because the line is so low, 39.5. So I obviously worry more about that than the Niners. I just don't. The Bears looked absolutely defeated last week. Justin Fields looked like he had nothing left at the end of the game. He got hit way too many times. He's holding the ball too long. If you can't get the ball to Allen Robinson, I don't know what you're doing, man. So I'm going to take the Niners. I'm going to take the under here.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Like, The Niners should never be -4 on the road to anybody. It's the Bears, though. I'm still taking the Bears. I'm taking the Bears +4. I'm taking the Bears at home. I did like seeing a little more production out of Fields. It wasn't great, but they're still starting to move the ball down the field a little more with him. This Niners team does not impress me at all. So give me the Bears. Give me the over in this game, and just don't put money on this game at all, please. Don't bet this game.
Don't do it.
Yeah, Tennessee at Indianapolis. Indianapolis Colts -1, over under 51. This is one of the more fun games of the week, Bogman.
It is. This should be a really good game. I'm a little surprised that the Colts are favored in this game. Tennessee has been good, but I think we can't overrate their win against Kansas City, right? Because Kansas City was playing terrible. So this is still the team that lost to the Jets, right? So that's still these Titans. So I'm going to take the Colts at home. I'm just surprised that coming off a win, usually perception is a little different than this. So the Colts are 5-2 against the spread. So are the Titans. So we got some weird matchups here for sure. So the over under 99% of people had taken the under 51.
Do it. Don't be scared.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over on this game.
Yes. No, I think it's a great line. Like if anybody that's listened to this show long enough and listened to the recap shows, I've been all in on Tennessee. Been all in on them. I love Indianapolis this week at home. We talked about it on the recap show last Monday night as we recorded Tuesday. Dropped on Tuesday. Carson Wentz looks healthy. This team looks good the last couple of weeks. They're starting to click. Jonathan Taylor's getting his. You got Pittman doing his thing. Like, give me the Colts. Give me the over in this game. I think it's going to be a great football game. It's a game to stack in DFS. We'll talk about that on the DFS show. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Cincinnati at the New York Jets. Bengals -10.5 road favorites. Over under 42. Magic Mike starting for the Jets. This is rough. This is rough.
I don't know how rough it is. It's easy. It's Cincinnati and it's the over. They just put up 41 on Baltimore. I think no one's going to be able to take this seriously. I think the Bengals are a little bit overrated, right? I know no one's surprised that I'm saying this.
Yeah, I don't think they're overrated.
Yeah, I think they're a little overrated because I think people are making too big of a deal about this Baltimore win. It's a big win, and it can set the tone for the rest of their season. And look, they're better than my Steelers. I know that. They beat the Steelers. They played. So I'm not sitting here trying to say that take away any accomplishments that the Bengals have. They're playing very well right now. But the Jets are horrific. This was one of the worst NFL teams I've seen in my life. And they were like that last year too. And, we expect changes and with a new coaching staff, and we really haven't seen much. They're still really, really bad. They have a win this year. So great. You have one win, but they're not going to go in there with, like you said, Magic Mike White and beat Cincinnati. So I got Cincinnati and I got the over. I think they're going to get most of it themselves.
Yeah, I'm with you. I have not a whole lot to add to this. The only thing I'll say is remember the swaggy confidence that Burrow had when LSU won the championship? That was oozing everywhere on Sunday. Like, he's got that feel right now. I know I'm overthinking it. It's the NFL. But that man, when he's confident, is scary. So give me Cincinnati, give me the over. And Robert Saleh, man, sometimes just becoming a head coach, don't just take that job. Sometimes it ain't worth it.
I understand, but you got to try because,
you have to because the openings are always bad teams.
You turn that team around in New York. You're a god. You're never paying for another meal again. So here's why I think the Vikings are overrated. Just real quick.
The Bengals, you mean?
The Bengals. They beat the Vikings in overtime. That's a good win to open up the season, and it surprised everybody. Then you lose to the Bears week 2. All right. You beat the worst Steelers team I've seen in a decade. You beat the Jaguars. Okay. Lose to the Packers. Close game, 25-22. Good game. Beat down the Lions. And a big win against the Ravens. They were losing for 2/3 of this game. It was 13-17, and they just turned it on. They flipped a switch. That could be the beginning of the dominance for the Bengals. Like you said, this could be Joe Burrow getting on his horse and taking this team as far as he can get him, right? But they play the Browns in a week, so that's going to be a real test for them, I think. So
Yeah, I agree.
if that line can hold up against Myles Garrett, okay. Now you got something. That's the big test. I'm just not there yet with them, but
That's fair.
the Jets are horrific. So
yeah, that's fair. Now, if they struggle against that's the hard part. Like the Steelers beat the Bills week 1, the Jets beat the Titans. Like these teams we love. The NFL has issues. We know that happens.
Any
So,
given Sunday, man.
Yep.
Any given
So
Sunday.
we'll
If you
see.
don't prep, you have a letdown game, then
They'll sneak up and get you.
Any team will get you. You're not playing. There's no University of Miami, Ohio's here, right?
Yep.
There's
They
no
leave the MAC
Akrons.
alone.
Yeah, there's no Akrons. So every team is good.
Oh man, Philadelphia at Detroit. Talking about teams that are good. Philadelphia -3.5 over under 48. Man, someone has to win, I guess.
It's going to be Philly. I don't love taking Philly specifically when this team has no idea what they're doing with quarterback in the future. It ain't going to be Hurts. It's pretty clear that they don't like him. But Detroit laid it all out last week, right? Yeah. They threw everything they could at the Rams and they still lost. So they gave it their all, and Dan Campbell's got these guys playing with effort. But we've seen this before. They came really close to beating somebody earlier this year, and then had the big letdown game against Chicago the next week. I think this is the letdown game because you exhausted yourself trying to put in all these different things, all these fake punts, all these, onside kicks, and all the little tricks they pulled out against the Rams, got them to beat the spread, but they still lost. So I think that's just a deflating loss for them. So I'm going to go ahead and take Philly in this game. There's no way I'd ever bet this game, right? There's just not a chance in hell I would do it. 48 is a really good number, Bubba. Oh God. I'm going to go under. Both these teams play more towards unders, so I'm going to take it. Philly in the under for me.
The one thing the Lions do, besides not win football games, they cover. They cover more often than not, I believe. You have the numbers probably in front of you, but
yeah, they're 4-3, so they have a better record. Philly is 3-4, so they have a better against the spread number than Philly does.
Both these teams are broken. I'm taking the home team to cover. Give me Detroit plus 3.5 in this game. I don't know if they win it, but I think they cover. I'm definitely taking the under. This is going to be an ugly football game where points are a premium. So give me Detroit, give me the under. Rams at the Houston Texans. Rams -14.5, over under 47.5. I agree with you, Bogman.
Yeah, Rams in the over. Yes. And look, we took the Rams last week, right? And Detroit showed some fight and kind of exposed a little bit. But you have a bad Houston roster, and now they're willing to trade pieces off. We saw Mark Ingram get flipped to New Orleans today. Brandon Cooks was upset about it on Twitter, it seemed. I'm sure he'll say that, no, I was at my barber and upset or something, the same Devin Booker or Eric Bledsoe thing or whatever. So Houston is, there's no way to describe it really. They're bad. Like Davis Mills has I saw on PFF, they were talking about it today. They were talking about the difference between Trevor Lawrence and Davis Mills because their PFF rating's about the same, but on one of the shows, they've been openly mocking Davis Mills. Why? It's like, okay, well, Trevor Lawrence is given the keys to the car and they said, let him go. And he has a bunch of big time throws. Davis Mills have 4, which would be the lowest. It would be the lowest percentage of big time throws for a starting quarterback for a season ever since PFF has started, doing these ratings. His percentage is like 2.2% of his throws are big time throws. So, I know not a lot of people are believers in PFF and all that stuff, but Davis Mills is not a NFL capable starter yet. And they threw him in. Tyrod Taylor may get in this game, but with 1 week and coming off an injury, I'm not going to trust Tyrod Taylor either. I think the Rams are a little annoyed that the Lions played them tough last week too. So there's no way they go into this game underprepared. So I think it's an absolute beatdown. Give me the Rams and give me the over.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me the Rams and the over. The one caveat I will say is I think Ty God might be eligible to come back this week.
Yeah, no, he is. I said that. Yeah.
Okay. Must have missed that. I apologize. If he plays, I'm kind of interested in Houston plus 14.5. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Because I think he keeps them in it. Regardless, I love the over. Love the over in this game. But if it's Mills, Rams, if it's Tyrod, give me the Texans. I'm just going to put that out there right now. So right now, for the official pick, give me the Rams. Jacksonville at Seattle. Seattle -3, over under 43.5. And man, Trevor Lawrence, could they get win number 2?
I think they can, man. I'm taking Jacksonville in this game. It's been a rough go for Seattle. Now they played New Orleans hard, right? And they had a good defensive effort, but it was a weird home game in the rain with, I don't know, man. New Orleans offense, Jameis Winston just is.
They won't let him throw. They won't let him do anything.
Yeah.
I don't even blame Jameis right now. They just don't
Yeah,
let
you
him
got to
do
let
anything.
the dude uncork it, right? But
You
they
need
don't
to
have
be
the
will-
wide
you need to be
receivers for
willing to
that.
have- You need to be willing to have multiple interceptions and live with it, because that's how he flourishes.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You know what? I agree wholly and completely with that. So let the dude throw the ball. But I mean, they're just not letting Geno do it. They're down Carson still. Unless you're gonna give DK Metcalf 15 targets, which they don't seem willing to do. And Tyler Lockett didn't get involved.
That's bad.
So, which is why I know a lot of people are taking the under here, but most people are taking the over. Jacksonville's got a extra week to prepare. I think this is where we start to see Trevor Lawrence finally get a little bit of comfortability. And the Seattle defense is bad, dude. I mean, Jamal Adams trying to do everything. He's had an interception hit him in the face 2 weeks in a row and not caught it either time. Like, I don't know what is happening with this dude. But he's getting to the quarterback and stuff. So Jacksonville is the easy pick for me here because they're getting points. I know it's a road game, but they're coming off the bye. They should be a little more prepped. I'll take the over 2. 43.5 is low. But I think, you get to 21-21 and somebody kicks a field goal to win it, and you hit this over 24-21. So I'll take the over.
This is such a bad football game. Like, I find it hard to take Geno Smith as a favorite ever. He's 2-0 against the spread so far.
This one should be on Thursday night, right?
100%. Because then we might get Devontae Adams and Lazard back if it was on Monday.
Dude, instead of giving Jacksonville to London, they should just give them to Thursday night.
Yeah, you got to play like 2 Thursday night games a month. Like, this is your penalty, or at least once a month. Yeah, I'm with you there. This is a really tough one. I'm going to say, man, I don't want to. Give me Seattle. Give me Seattle. I just don't trust Urban Meyer to prepare at all. Give me Seattle and give me the over in this game. Like, this is another game. Do not put money on it. Please, for your sake, don't do it. But it is a bad football game. I think Geno can do just enough to game manage it where Lawrence could lose it just as well as he can win it. So that's the tricky part. New England at the Chargers, most likely the game of the week. Chargers -6, over under 49. Actually, it's not. Different New England team. I don't know why I just brain farted there. But Chargers coming off a bye, do they put the thump down on the Patriots?
I don't know if anyone ever really puts the thump down on the Patriots, right? They tend to play.
I wish they did.
They tend to play close games. So, man, I am going to take the Chargers at home in this game. I hate this number. I think 6 is a really good number. I feel like the over-under is even worse for me. I think that both these teams play towards the under. Yeah, the Chargers are 1-5 playing to the over. So that means they're 5-1 playing to the under. And then the Patriots are 3-4. So both these teams tend to trend towards the under of their total. So I'll take the under here. I don't like either side of this one.
Yeah, give me the Chargers coming off the bye week. They had that bad loss, kind of bad taste in their mouth. I could see them really doing some damage here. A healthy Eckler off a bye, Herbert and company. I like the Chargers to put up a lot of points here. New England, they show signs of being really good and other signs that make you kind of question things. I'm going to take the over. I'm going to fade the public on this one. Give me the over. Give me the Chargers. Give me the over. Just enough to make it happen. Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Brady going in to New Orleans to face Jameis Winston. Tampa Bay -5.5. Over under of 50 on this one, and the public is very one-sided on both parts, Bogman.
Yeah. Okay. So I think the first thing here is I'm definitely taking Tampa Bay. I mean, we saw what New Orleans had. They get a home game, which they're a much better home team. We all know that. But I got to take Tampa Bay here. We saw them absolutely smoke Chicago. I think they're not at their peak because they're down AB. Gronk isn't 100% either. But just seeing what JPP and Shaq Barrett did to the Bears offensive line last week makes me scared. And the Saints have a good offensive line. I mean, that's what, got them that win against Seattle, is just running Kamara up the gut and destroying that pass rush. I don't think you're going to be able to do that against Tampa Bay. So if you're not doing that and they're not letting Jameis uncork it, what are they going to do on offense, right? Is it short passes to Callaway and Adam Troutman and Juwan Johnson the whole game? I don't know, man. So I got Tampa Bay in this one. I think I'm going to take the under. Yeah, I'm going to take the under here too. So I just don't see how New Orleans scores too many points. So give me Tampa Bay and give me the under.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is this Tampa Bay defense is starting to really click, as you said. I know
the secondary's bad, but you have to have time to throw it, and Shaq and JPP aren't giving it to you.
And we know what happens with Jameis Winston when he gets happy feet. Now, as much as I want him to throw the ball, he needs to be willing to throw picks. He's going to throw picks. So that's going to be a thing. I don't care how good or bad your secondary is. He's going to throw picks. So I like Tampa Bay as well, and I do like the under. Like, I'm not saying it's like last week's game where Chicago just got shut down completely, but I don't think it's going to be that far off. So give me Tampa Bay. Give me the under. Big, big road win. As Brady's moving towards the postseason yet again.
Yeah, and I think that and I think I remember hearing this today that Jameis holds the ball for one of the longest in the NFL. Yep. Like his time to throw is like 3 seconds, and I think the league average is like 2.6. So he holds it just a little too long. And doing that against Tampa Bay is just, that's a death
Sack
warrant.
City, baby. Sack City. That'd be something we can talk about.
I'm sorry, you say over or under?
Under on this one. Tampa Bay and the under. Washington at Denver. Denver -3, over under 44. They get Jerry Jeudy back, which is a humongous lift on things. So does Denver come through and get the job done this week?
Oh God, this is
some bad football games this week. Some bad ones.
There are some bad ones. This is to me a lot like Philly and Detroit. Like I want to just find a side to pick and be really confident about it. The public is confident on Washington, but I don't know what gives them that confidence, right? I guess it's the Washington defense, the way Tyler Heineke got into the red zone against Green Bay a bunch and didn't score. So I think the safest thing here is the over 44. So I will take that, but I'm going to take the home team too. Denver, Bridgewater looked hurt. I don't think he should have played on Thursday Night Football, and he still had them in that game. But that also shows you how little confidence the Broncos have in Drew Lock, right? When you don't let the backup play when your starter is clearly hurt and looking miserable out there, you still let him go out there and play. So I think Teddy's going to look more healthy this week. You get Jeudy back, as you said before. This secondary is horrific. I love Corey Sutton against Fuller this week. I think he's almost an auto start in any of your rosters in DFS this week. So I'm going to take Denver, and I'm going to take the over.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think get that extra time to heal up is going to be big for Teddy, and I also think getting Jeudy back obviously is a tremendous deal. Washington just I don't get what the love is there. They surprise you once in a while. I get it, but that defense is still very, very bad. Javante's doing his thing, so is Melvin. You got Font and company. Give me Denver and give me the over. I think 44 is way too low in this game, and I think Denver starts clicking a little bit more. We've seen them play bad teams and play very well. I think we see it again this week. So Denver and the over. Sunday night football. Dallas at Minnesota. Dallas -1.5. Over under 55 in this one, Bogman. I hope this lives up to the potential it can be.
This is going to be such a good game. I'm so excited for this one. A good Sunday night football game here. I'm going to take Dallas. I think they're the better team. But I think I'm going to go over this 55. I just think Kirk Cousins is in line to have a good game. So I think it is going to be a little point for point. I really want to take Minnesota here, but I just can't do it. I think Dallas is good. I think if you're looking for who needs the win more, I think it is Minnesota, because Dallas pretty much already has the NFC East wrapped up. I think, like Philly looks bad. Washington looks horrific. The Giants are bad and playing Kansas City this week. So I think they do. Like Minnesota needs to win more, but that's not how the NFL works. The NFL works on both these teams coming off a bye too. So there's no advantage there either. I think the Cowboys are the better team overall. I have to take them. So give me Dallas. Give me the over.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Really, really good Sunday night football game. I'm with you there. Minnesota needs to win. Both these teams coming off a bye. It's the fun one because you can throw on Dallas. We've seen that. And you got some weapons there. This is a tricky one. I like Dallas a lot, but give me Minnesota. I'll take the home team on Sunday Night Football. Get that skull chant going up in there. Give me Minnesota. Give me the over for sure. I like the over a lot. Lots of points in this football game. So give me Minnesota and give me the over. Monday Night Football, an angry Chiefs team in Arrowhead against the mass unit known as the New York Giants. The Chiefs are -10, over under 52.5. Bogman, do the Chiefs finally look like the Chiefs this week?
I don't.
It's tough.
How can we take the Chiefs in this game? I don't know how we can do it. Like
they don't cover.
They don't. Let me look. The Chiefs this year
they covered once, I think.
Against the spread, they're 2-5. So they covered twice.
So I'm 5-2 betting Chiefs games then.
The Giants are 3-4 against the spread, so it's not like they're sitting here beating everybody up. The Giants to the over are 3-3-1, so they're just split even. The Chiefs, Kansas City is 4-3, so they are hitting their overs this week, or this year, excuse me. I just think this is too many points. I'm going to take the under. I'm going to take the Giants too. I can't give the Chiefs. I can't lay 10 points to take the Chiefs. I have no trust in them. So give me the Giants and give me the under.
A lot of this, I would say, the lazy way out depends on the injuries, like the Shepherd play does. Like so many things are a big part here. Regardless, though, I might go 5-3 on Chiefs games because I'm taking the Chiefs this week. I'm taking them on Monday Night Football. I'm hoping it's a Manning cast. I have something to listen to. But give me the Chiefs. Give me the over in this game.
I hope Marshawn's on again. So
yeah, F this, F that. Oh yeah. Give me the Chiefs, give me the over. I'm thinking like 38-21 or something. Like the Giants will score because the Chiefs defense is horrific, but I think there'll be some turnovers and some big plays for the Chiefs. So Chiefs over Monday Night Football. Let's get Mahomes and company back in action. That's what I'm hoping for. But that'll wrap us up, folks. Week 8 picks and bets in the books. It's an ugly week. Like really limit your action. Like there are high spreads, there's bad games, there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So this is a week to kind of.
And there's only 2 teams on bye too.
Yeah, only 2 teams on bye: Raiders and Ravens.
Matchups.
Yeah, Raiders and Ravens. So it's a tough one. It's a tough one. And for DFS, which will come out on Friday, is even tougher because a lot of the teams we like to stack are on primetime games. So the main slate, no bueno. So we'll have to go through all that as well. But make sure you guys check out the Showdown show as well. All on the pre-snap. Just follow the pre-snap. You're good to go, everybody. So check out LineStar on Twitter, at LineStar app and at LineStar NFL. Download the app in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. You can watch us on YouTube if you'd like, or just give us a rate and review on iTunes, whichever you prefer. Check out myself on Twitter at BDendrick, my co-host on Twitter at Bogman Sports. And we'll be back with you guys on Friday with your NFL DFS main slate preview. Catch y'all later.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to Pre-Snap Podcast, presented by LineStar app. Please like, comment, subscribe, and rate for good karma in your fantasy football game.